Hello everyone, I am Tampa J and welcome back to Florida. This old auction house looks to have burnt down sometime, maybe recently. It sits along US Highway 17 near Parrish, Florida. Before we start our adventure, I thought we'd take a look inside. Not much is left here, but just the walls. Wow, all kinds of debris still sitting here. Some old boots. It looks like this may have been a restaurant at one point. Just a lot of junk in here. Alright, it's time to get back on the road. There is much ahead, my friends. We come miles down Highway 17 to another old Florida roadside attraction. Welcome back to Zolfo Springs, everyone. I was here about a year ago, starting my journey along Florida's Highway 66, and I passed this place up and I said, you know what? I've got to come back and explore it because it looks awesome. First up, this giant steam locomotive that sits here underneath this wooden awning. This sign set here in front of the steam engine says this is the spot of one of the last battles fought with the Seminole Nation. It ended here on June 16th, 1856. It's hard to see the train because of its color. It is blacked out. Must be something to do with the preservation of it. Makes me think of that old country song, Long Black Train. This little placard says, this 1914 wood-burning Baldwin locomotive is the gift of Kervin D. Ravel. Right behind this train sits this old pump and generator. There's a sign that indicates this was used in an old phosphate mine. The motor that runs the pump is the front of an old International tractor. It's almost like they just took the tractor engine off the wheels and used it to run the pump. I thought that was cool. I've seen a few of these sitting around Florida. It's an old Cracker Trail post office. Coming up on the porch, here's the old door. It's locked. I did see this old photo over here. We have discovered Florida's version of Paul Bunyan. It says here that James Mitchell Acrefoot Johnson could chop more wood in a day than 5 men could in a week, and that he could grub palmettos faster than a man could stack them. And not only that, it says he was 7 feet tall and 250 pounds, making him a giant. James Acrefoot's portrait hangs in the post office because he used to be a postman in these parts. He got the name Acrefoot because it is said that he had a 14-foot stride. Very cool to learn that Florida had its own Paul Bunyan. A little ways past the post office, beyond this cypress tree trunk, beyond that old shed, there's a little cabin. Don't see any signs out here posted of its history. There are tours here you can take. I'm sure that someone inside the museum may also know of its history and where it came from. There is a sign on top of the door though. Let's check it out. Oh, it looks like a little well there, made from that little bucket. No water. But again, the sign says W.H. Hart Cabin, 1879. Shady Grove Church, 1887 to 1929. So it looks like at one point this little cabin was a church of Shady Grove, Florida. Looking out past the porch, looks like we have a blacksmith. I'll pan over. Oh look, it's a smokehouse. Well, I guess I'll just have to hold it. Again, back to the cypress tree trunk. Check it out. It's hollowed out. Who wants to climb in there? Ooh. Wow. Yeah. A lot of termites in there. Come to the far side of the cabin. There's a little sign that says post office. However, there's no post office in here. It was actually to the right across the street. But I couldn't pass up this camera angle. The sun is in our favor in this spot as we fade underneath this awning. Looks like we have some antique wagons. I believe you'd call this the coupe, being only a front seater. This, my friends, is the sedan, the four-seater. We're peeking in the windows of this old blacksmith shop, and as you can tell, it is still functional. I'm sure this thing opens up and puts on a show here at Pioneer Park. Check out the old wagon there. I believe that's a sports car. Here's a view from another window. Check out the saddle. There's an old cooler over there too. And a lot of tools in there that look to be used by a blacksmith. We're about to check out this device over here. The sign is saying that it was used for cane grinding. It helped produce syrup, candy, and cane beer. I don't know. Looks like a swing to me. Oh, I get it. It's locked. But you would put a horse, a mule, a donkey, a cow, whatever, time to that thing. He would go around and help churn the cane syrup, or the sugar cane. Please do not sit on and touch this bear. Oh my. Got a Florida black bear here. Carved beautifully out of this tree stump. What's going on, buddy? Hey. We've moved onward and further into Pioneer Park, learning that not only is it a Pioneer Park, it is a campground. There are several sites for RVs and trailers, but there is also a primitive campsite, which is this one right here that we're strolling through. Very nice. They all have stone picnic tables. And I did see a sign that said, no picnicking. No picnic baskets, that means. Yogi Bear would not approve. Indian campsite of Billy Bowleg Seminole, chieftain during 1850 to 1870. Well, that's cool. Check that out. It's an alligator. A slide alligator. Alligator slide. Warning, alligators are present in all waters of this park. Okay, so I've spotted an alligator. He's right out there, across the lake there in front of the tree line. You see him? Let's take a closer look. Now that bridge is adorable. Wow. Oh, there's a little dam and waterfall. Look at that. On the other side of that bridge, there's a little waterfall. It trenches out the rock here and flows right into the Peace River. Very peaceful out here. Alright, let's head down that trail. Okay, so there are alligators out here. I'm gonna walk down between both lakes. Gotta pay attention. This could be like a gauntlet here. A gauntlet of gators. Wow. Thought I saw something move down there. Ooh. Look before you walk. Look everywhere. You kind of want to be quiet, but not too quiet. You don't want to sneak up and scare the alligator. Okay, I see the alligator. He's down there in the water. Just a little bit of its head through the trees. I'm gonna get a little closer. Getting very close. I'm checking my tail. I'm looking all around. I'm trying to keep the camera steady just to make sure there's not another gator. There he is. I'd say he's about a 6-foot alligator, maybe 6 to 7. That's where we were, right across there in the primitive camping area here at Pioneer Park. Oop. I don't hear anything walking around behind me. Well, I'm glad I could get you a closer look, folks. Well guys, unfortunately, this is going to be the end of it. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I am Tampa J, and I'll see you next time. There's much ahead, my friends. So much ahead. Goodbye, y'all. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.